It gets to the point where we're asking like dumb questions. I swear to God, one time we even asked like, "What's your favorite color?" Like I'm like, oh my God. What's up, everybody? So a bunch of people have been asking me about kind of the social life about living here in Taiwan as a foreigner. I think that while there's so many cool things, you're gonna meet people from all over the world. At the same time, to say the least, there's some awkward experiences. So when I first moved up to Taipei, I came here totally alone. I'm telling you, I didn't know anybody. So coming here and trying to figure it all out by yourself, not knowing anybody, I relied a lot on social media. You know, I got Tinder, Bumble, you know, I use Instagram, all that kind of stuff, just to try and talk to people, just to meet people, just to see what's up, right? I don't use Tinder or anything for anything too serious, but sometimes things work out, you know? So randomly one time I got a DM on Instagram from a Taiwanese girl, and she was like, "Hey, I saw your profile on Tinder, just thought I'd message you and everything." And I thought that was dope. I think it's cool when a girl can just start a conversation with a guy and reach out to them, message them, DM, whatever. So she messaged me, we start talking, but from the start, I'm straight up with her and I'm like, "Hey, I don't speak Chinese. I'm trying to learn, you know, I'm taking classes, I'm trying to learn, but I really don't know anything." And this was when I first moved up to Taipei. I knew how to say hello, I knew how to say thank you, you know, I didn't know anything that was actually useful. But she was like, "Oh, like no problem, like it's okay." And she was like, "I can help teach you Chinese." So we start talking. She's telling me about all these cool places that she goes to all the time and her favorite restaurants and everything. And she's nice, she's really pretty. So I'm like, you know what, like let's see what's up. So I was like, "Hey, like let's meet up, go out to dinner, go to one of these places you've been talking about. Let's just have a conversation, you know? You seem like a nice girl. Let's just meet each other, right?" So she's like, "Yeah, okay, for sure." So I'm realizing the more we message that her messages seem a little robotic and her English doesn't sound very good, but it's whatever, you know, like maybe she's just not used to typing in English or whatever. I mean, it's her second language, like nothing wrong with that, right? So fast forward to the date. We meet up at a restaurant. I'm sitting outside, you know, waiting for her. She comes up and I'm, you know, being nice, go up and I'm like, "Hey, like, how are you?" Give her a hug and everything. She's pretty quiet. She's like, "Oh, like, hi." But I'm like, "All right, like, let's go." So we walk in, you know, get seated and everything. I'm trying to talk to her. I'm trying to ask her, like, how her day was, how everything's going, like, how she is. She's pretty quiet, which I'm like, it's okay. Maybe she's shy or something. She just needs to warm up a little bit. Maybe she's been speaking in Chinese all day. She's not used to just speaking in English all of a sudden. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to work with it, talk with her, just ease things into it. And then all of a sudden we're sitting down and she just takes her phone out and just starts texting. So I'm like, okay, like, all right. And then she like shows me her phone and she's using Google Translate and I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh shit. She wrote on the phone, she's like, "Sorry, I don't really speak English very well." And I'm like, oh yeah, okay. Like on the one hand, I'm like, I understand because obviously we're in Taiwan, you're speaking Chinese, of course. But at the same time, I told you straight up from the beginning that I don't speak Chinese and I don't know any Chinese. And you said it was okay. Like you were saying that you speak English and everything. And then when we show up, it's just like why would you want to come if we weren't able to talk, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, all right, like it's not your fault. I'm not going to sit here and be weird about it or anything. We'll just try to make this work, right? And we're having a full conversation straight on Google Translate, just talking about like, oh, how your day was, what kind of work you do, like what do you do for hobbies, like all this kind of stuff. But it gets to the point where we're asking like dumb questions. Like we don't have anything else to talk. It's not like talking, it's literally just asking questions. So we're asking dumb questions like, what do you like to do on weekends? What do you watch on Netflix? I swear to God, one time we even asked like, what's your favorite color? Like, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, damn, like I feel so bad. It's just so awkward. We're there, she's really pretty and I know that she's cool and it's just we can't talk with each other and everything about it was just awkward. Even the waiter was coming over and she realized that we weren't able to communicate, so she was even there trying to translate, trying to help out the best she could, but it just was not working out. But at the same time, we still, like, even with our Google Translate talk, as things got better and better, I realized that she can actually understand English. She just isn't very good at speaking it. So the whole rest of the night, I'm just sitting there like telling stories. I'm just talking, you know, making everything just seem as comfortable as possible, even though I know how bad she felt. And she even said how bad she felt about the situation. I'm like, girl, we're in Taiwan. You're supposed to be speaking Chinese. Like, I'm here as a foreigner in your country and I can't even speak your natural language with you. Like, that just shows what type of person I am, you know? I was like, don't even feel bad. I'm the one that feels bad. I'm the one that isn't even able to communicate with you in your own country, you know? So that's the thing. I didn't want to cut it short. I'm not going to be an asshole. I'm not going to cut it short and just leave just because we can't talk like that. So I was like, yo, if we're sitting here, we're going to make the most of it. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a good time. We were drinking wine, you know, eating some food. Everything was cool from that point, but it was awkward. Definitely Google Translate was a lifesaver that day for sure. Oh my God. But yeah, I definitely learned my lesson where I think I need to do a little bit more research or communication before I go on a date with any girl. But I mean, like, that's the type of stuff that happens. You meet people from all over. You have cool experiences. You have awkward experiences. But I mean, I think that's the whole point of all of this, is going out, meeting people, having these types of stories, and having things go good and go bad. But all in all, the rest of the night went well. Maybe I should hold off on the dates for a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, 10K reps. It starts with 1. Let's get it.